Nuremberg is pretty much everything you'd expect to see in your typical classic German city. With its classic Altstadt, complete with a castle with a tower, providing views of the old and new city of Nuremberg. Old ornate churches, all with a very rich and interesting history. The Palace of Justice, where the Nuremberg war trials were held. And the infamous Nazi Documentation Center and rally grounds with Zeppelin Field, with the now overgrown seating areas, complete with a museum explaining its history. And in December, there are several large Christmas markets you can experience in various parts of the city. We have just exited the train station. There's no way to take a video in there. It is shoulder to shoulder, bumper to bumper.
On a Sunday.
On a Sunday. And now we're
Germany.
in Germany, where nobody does anything on Sunday. We're headed down this street a couple blocks to our hotel. This is Fred and Linda with New Venture, New Day, continuing our rail journey through Germany, this time from Heidelberg through Stuttgart and on to Nuremberg. The next day after arriving, we began our investigation of Nuremberg, starting with the Altstadt, located right across from the train station, very convenient access. We learned that there is an awful lot to see in the Altstadt, and that will be the entire focus of this video, and we'll go on to the other locations in Nuremberg in our next video. Making our way down the main route, Königstrasse, and it's getting fairly busy already. A lot of people out, a lot of nice shops and little restaurants. Seeing some signs of Christmas market booths. Beautiful morning, that sun shining on the back is warm. Little bitty Christmas market set up over here. Our first stop was the impressive looking St. Lorenz Lutheran Church, which began as a Catholic church, completed in 1477. You will find that many of the Lutheran churches throughout Germany are reminiscent of Catholic churches because they were converted after the Reformation in the 1500s. This church was heavily damaged in World War II and has been painstakingly reconstructed. It's a very impressive space. Much of the pre-Reformation artwork has been preserved, even though this is one of the first churches converted to Lutheranism in 1525. The patrons of the church at that time refused to yield to the iconalism going on, which was the removal of anything considered to be a Catholic icon. While we were there, the church was set up for a variety of Christmas concerts to be held. And now, as the sign says, zum Christkindlesmarkt, on to the Christmas market. As we would discover, there were several large and small Christmas markets along the way. We went by the historic and famous Museum Bridge. Here we are passing by the Nürnberg Kinderweihnacht. Started in 1999. It's a children and family-friendly Christmas market. We've made it to the main Christmas market in the Hauptmarkt area in front of the Frauenkirche. And this is the primary Christmas market, and as long as we're here, we're going to take a look at the Frauenkirche Church. Open on this Monday for prayer and for touring. The Frauenkirche remains a Catholic church to this day, and it was almost completely destroyed in World War II and has been rebuilt. They've done an outstanding job of recreating the look of the church. It always pays to make a stop in the Tourist Information Center in a town when you're visiting. Get a lot of good information there, get to talk to some people about things that you really should see. And oftentimes you can pick up a souvenir if you're looking for a souvenir of the location. Leaving the Hauptmarkt, we're making our way towards the third very important church here in Nuremberg, and that is the St. Sebaldus Church. Construction began on this church in 1225. It's undergone several changes and a complete restoration again after World War II. This too has been a Lutheran church since the time of the Reformation. We've been to many churches and cathedrals in Europe, and while they are all similar, they are all yet very unique in the way they are laid out, the way they are decorated. This church is not quite as ornate as the other two, but there is still nonetheless some very interesting artwork and some very interesting artifacts to see throughout the church as you walk through. Various pieces of artwork and tapestries and photographs tell the story of the church. On our way again to the castle, looking back towards the Hauptmarkt that we have just come from, walk through some other very interesting buildings like this old Rathaus. We are going by the Nürnberg City Museum, Stadtmuseum. And so we continue our way up Bergstrasse, and seems like every city has to have its big hill. And off to the side on all of these, there are a lot of apartments. Noticing a lot of tour groups, guided tour groups. So there seems to be a lot of that available here if you'd like that sort of thing. Here at the top is the Imperial Castle of Nuremberg. We're going to take a little walk up the ramp here and check it out and see what kind of view we get. The castle atop this hill is considered to be one of Europe's most formidable medieval fortifications. Work on this began around the year 1000 with the rulers from the Holy Roman Empire, and it gradually evolved into what you see today. Even though much of it was destroyed in World War II, it too, like so much in Nuremberg, has been faithfully rebuilt. It was midday, we had skipped breakfast, and we thought we would give the restaurant here at the castle grounds a try, and it was excellent. Very nice spot up here. Off in that direction, the public toilet, there's no charge for that. It's very clean. There's the restaurant we just ate at, very delightful, great waiter. Castle tour today is a fantastic bargain. For €8 a piece, we get to go up in a tower, take a tour of the old well, and do the entire castle tour, which has a lot of fascinating information in it. We are now in the Emperor's Hall. A lot of great information here on the information board. Beautiful sunny day. Looking out one of the windows here for the cityscape of Nürnberg. We seldom opt for a guided tour if it's available for us to just wander through someplace and take our time and look at things and spend more time on the things that interest us and move quickly past the things that aren't quite as interesting. And there is certainly a lot to see in this castle and a lot to read in both German and in English. Another thing we commonly find in most castles is a chapel of some sort, and this one is no exception. Small chapel here. Going up this flight of stairs here takes us up to a balcony where we can look down into the chapel. Here we found another museum filled with tons of information and artifacts, wonderful paintings, other artwork. Even the ceilings are decorated in some spots of the castle. Like so many of the historic sites in Europe, there is a lot of walking involved and taking a lot of stairs. You get a lot of great exercise, in addition to a great education. As you can see from this video, if you are a history buff, you could spend countless hours in here looking at these artifacts and reading all the information presented about them. And it goes on and on, one room after another. I always get a kick out of the displays of the medieval armor that they wore back then while in battle, or sometimes just for show. And it was up yet another flight of stairs to a display of more medieval armaments. Yet another building. Just finished our walk through the main museum, and this is an inner courtyard. Let's take a look at this. There's just no end to the artifacts and information available on this tour. And I finally got a video of this relief of the castle grounds. It was constantly surrounded by people pointing at it and getting a very close look. As part of our tour ticket package, we get to take a walk way to the top of that tower. We are on our way up into the tower. 8,000 steps. Once at the top, you get a fantastic view of Old and New Nuremberg. The Stillwell Tower, as it is known, was built late in the 13th century, and surprisingly, it was one of the few structures on the castle grounds to survive World War II intact. In fact, the old city that we're looking at down below was 90% destroyed in the bombing raids in 1945, along with many of the other structures on the castle grounds. And when you've got an old castle, you gotta take care of it. We even took a short walk on the back side of the castle grounds. Another castle palace fortification tour. How do you rate this one? We've seen a lot of them.
Well, a few. Pretty good. Very informative, very interesting as usual. And it was what was nice is you could take your own time through, and a lot of it was in English, so that helped immensely.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to listen to translation and all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So
A lot of it was just in German. I could pick through a lot of that, but a lot of it was German and English, so it was very, very easy to get through.
And I also got my phone out and used the Google Translator, and that really helped as far as reading the information that wasn't in English.
And the thing I'm finding as we go through these is your history lesson, you start to see how the history of all these different people wove together over the centuries to form, well, basically modern Europe, and how they were all interconnected. So you get a chance and you're in Nuremberg, this is certainly a stop you'll want to make. It's well worth the time and the little bit of money it costs to do it. Now it's on to the Christmas markets. It's 10 to 4 and the moon is up. The lights are starting to come on and the crowd is starting to pick up at the main Christmas market. And what is the specialty here in Nuremberg? Sausages. So we'll have to...
And gingerbread.
Gingerbread, so we'll have to check that out. How is your Nuremberg bratwurst? What do you got in there? Oh yeah, the 3 little wurst, piece of brötchen with some sauerkraut. It is very good. Sehr lecker. Walking back to the hotel, and we had our butter pretzel, Butterbrezel, and now I've been informed there's an IKEA over there, so we're going to take a look at an IKEA before we head back to the hotel. But that pretty much wraps up our tour of the old city for today, and the highlight of that was a tour of the castle here in Nuremberg and just a quick walk through the Christmas market. It's Fred and Linda with New Venture New Day. If you like this video and got a little information from it, please click like and consider subscribing to our channel so you are notified when we put out more videos from our travels here in Europe. So once again, thanks for watching, Enjoy your travels and take care. Tschüss.